Hey there, a huge thank you to all the names on screen right now, the renegades who click the join button down below and contribute to the channel financially. Hugely appreciate them, my friends. If you do enjoy the content, we stream live at twitch.tv/Let's Suffer Together, but you can also click the like button, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified about when we put out fresh content most days. Enjoy the show, my friends. Hey there, welcome back to Noita. I'm Supper of Let's Suffer Together back in the mountains, my friends, and today, well, as you've seen from the title, you're in for an education lesson. Oh, dearie me. Now, as you can read, we are going to explain many different ways about how to dig in this game. You know, one, learning how to fly with, teleports and getting unlimited levitation, or being able to go where you want, very important. But since there is a lot of terrain in the game as well, which restricts you, the more you can dig, the more you can get around, the more you can get hearts, the more you can get resources, and the more you can survive, and the more you can get away from enemies as well. So, I have made a little demonstration area over here, and this is perfect, demonstration area, because not all digging is equal. Now, we have the softest ground in the soil, we have the medium, hard ground in the ground. And then we have the rock, which is harder than the medium. But the tree is kind of like metal. Or EDR. Dense rock. Extremely dense rock. It's extremely difficult to destroy. And if you can destroy the tree, well, you can probably take out most things. But we'll go through these ones. All these glorious ones we have here. Going from the basic to start off with. This I've got in my hand as an inventory one, just in case I need it. I've got a load of spare parts. I've got Cheat GUI open, so hey, let's get into it, my friends. Hope you're all well. Hope you're doing fine here on this day, and that's a lot of long distance, guys. Now, what I will say, all these ones are exactly the same. Ones you would find about level 5, 6, biome, level 5, 6, and onward. So we're expecting you to actually, because digging is more important for long runs. Once you've actually gone through all the biomes, digging then becomes super important. But for regular runs, just going all the way down, less so. But still, digging is utilizable throughout the entire run, from start to finish. So you have the most basic set of threes. You have the old chainsaw digging blast and digging bolt. Now it goes in this order: like chainsaw, the worst; digging bolt, second; digging blast, the best. So if we just, I've got edit, so I can go. Drop some things. But digging blast, not bad. Not bad at all. And we'll start off here, Join, it's not so bad, it's really fucking dark. I've got all seeing eye, you son of a bitch. Yeah, not so bad, Right, that's digging out the way. These also speed up wands as well. If you're looking to speed up a wand, you see that reduction in cast delay and recharge time? You see it on the chainsaw as well. What I advise you do, do something like that. If you're doing a wand, is it the other way around? Right, chainsaw's better to show you. Chainsaw's the best, because sometimes these are a bit scuffed and don't always work the way you want it to. Yeah, there you go. That speeds up a wand. So, double spell, chainsaw, and then bleh. But generally, you can put this at the start of a wand, and it usually works more at the start of a wand than at the end of a wand. But it can be really kind of finicky. So this is... Yeah, the drill, because the drill has an animation, it can't skip. Chainsaw doesn't. It can just skip the animation, it can go as fast as it wants. Chainsaw is a real problem, though. Chainsaw can crash the game. So when you're using chainsaw on wands, you can crash your game. It's one of the most likely reasons that your game is crashing. Try and learn how to play the game, minimal chainsaw use, if possible, especially long runs. Don't use chainsaw on long runs. Find alternative ways. But digging. And, it's good times. Again, these ones are firing roughly the same times. It's still not so bad. Digging blast is one of those that's got a bit of a wider radius. It's a bit more convenient. But chainsaw is the one that, is the best for speeding up ones, but, it's just not... It's not got the radius. It's kind of small. It's kind of slow. And that's the softest material. And you're likely to crash your game with it, so don't. There's no point. Nothing, It's obvious. The middle one was digging blast. This was digging bolt, and this was chainsaw. And the speed was reflective as well, really, wasn't it? Yeah, I can go. I should actually take the chainsaw off that. You know, leave the... I should have a wand ditch, I suppose. Yeah, well, even though I'm going to be, in the water you go. We'll wash it off afterward like a piece of medical equipment, you know? It's not water, it's alcohol. So, number 2. So you've got your, your digging you probably know about, right? You know, your digging blast chainsaw, digging bolt. And you can use them just alone, standalone, on their own. And got other benefits. Now, we come to the alternatives. I've given myself unlimited spells. You can see on the 45 extra life, I'm expecting... Yeah, this should show you something about the ones we're going to use later. But edit, unlimited spells, faster movement, all-seeing eye, 45 extra lives. But bombs speak for themselves. You've used a bomb before. Yeah, young. So the explosives do a big, nice little chunk. However, when it comes to explosives... Whoops. Oh, it doesn't matter, you know, it's absolutely fine. Ah. A noit'ed meteor. Probably not. Anyway. So, explosives, you're going to have trouble, digging a tree. However, there is a... Oh, shit, I'm on fire. There is a byproduct. Let me get through. Ah, right. This is the byproduct that's really annoying, right? And I'll take this fire off. I chucked away my potion because I'm stupid. I've got 45 extra lives. What do I care? So, obviously, big bada boom, big explosion. And that's with every explosive, you know. The softer materials are always going to be easier. Harder materials. And again, the explosives are a lot better at digging, say, the harder materials than the ground. Well, the powdered ground, the soil, and the ground. Super easy. And even the rock gets a big level of destruction on the go. But when it comes to something that is indestructible, or even the destructible land, you might notice something here. And you might have noticed, especially in Holy Mountains, that we are destroying the tree. If we did this enough, we would get through eventually. Because of the way the tree is, working. We are destroying the tree. We are powdering it. You can drown in this powder. It happens. Right, if you're setting up a load of bombs in the Holy Mountain, just to check ones, it powders indestructible terrain. And that powder can't be exploded. It can't be destroyed. Just like the tree. However, even if, say we powdered this stuff here on top, that stuff on top, I don't think... Oh, you can destroy... Yeah, I think you might be able to destroy it, actually. If the terrain is indestructible and you've powdered it, then you can't destroy it, even when it's powdered on the floor, which is kind of silly when you think about it. And it can get you soft... It can even soft lock you in Holy Mountains, that. So, be aware, explosives have their problems, and that goes for all explosives. Smallest explosive, even. But the bigger the explosive, the more problem you're going to have. Whether it's bombs, meteors. And of course, you might want immunities if you're going around with this. The benefit, like chainsaw can cause damage. Like digging bolt and drilling, you're going to have a harder time with. But chainsaw does a lot of good damage. It's really mana efficient, and you can kill people with it. Problem, you have to be really fucking close. Unless you're using a long distance cast on it, you know. Well, oh, bloody hell. Nice little long distance cast and shooting at the enemy. Kind of like so. Give me a second. Kind of like so. Hit them on the pink. They'll be dead soon. But at least you have range with that. At least with the meteor, you have range, it goes long. So you can do it from a big distance. Yeah. Explosives, my friends. Good times until you hit powder. Or dense rock. I could do this at Hit Boss. There's a lot of variable materials there as well. But cleanse the wand. A lot of destruction already. And then you have regular projectiles. Spark bolts. Energy orb. Energy sphere. Again, you're just not... It won't even powder the terrainless. However, if you're talking about spark bolt, energy orb, energy sphere, and other types of projectiles, the problem we have here in explaining it, especially, is the massive amount of variability in each of the projectiles. Say, Spark Bolt can destroy snow, and it can destroy powder, so just take it off. Good. So we would eventually destroy this. You see it? It is 1 pixel by 1 pixel being destroyed, and you can, at a pinch, use this on the soft materials to get through. Maybe it's just snow. Because the snow up at the altar, to get in the altar, saying that, you can dig through ice with this. So let's just get to a really... No, I can shoot through it. Yeah, that's deleting pixel. It's very temperamental as to what terrain you're shooting. Like, very temperamental. Spark Bolt can destroy certain things, but we'll move on since... energy sphere. And this is soil. This is, again, really, really soft. So, apparently, soil is harder than snow and ice, though. So, but then you come to something with a bit more power. And there is a big difference between spells, projectile spells. This is going to help you actually kind of bring into mind what you should be using if you want digging on your wand. Whether you're shooting enemies and you want to dig with it, or you just a standalone digging wand. An enemy, sorry, what you're looking for, this spark bolt does not have explosive radius or explosive damage. You see, it just says damage, 3, speed, blah. However, on an energy orb, explosive radius and damage, explosion. It won't hurt you, but the radius means you can destroy terrain. Again, no tree, unfortunately. No metal as well. Again, I'm kind of using the tree as a substitute for metal. Or brickwork or EDR. So nothing. But it's the... you look for the explosive element. Hence why this didn't work on the soil as well. The explosives... check it out, man. You're going to need it. I was going to ditch the wand over here, you know. It'll be spinning in the corner. Good for it. And... you've got the classic, man. The classic. And we'll be talking about certain other elements, like Greek spells. And I might as well talk about it here, actually. You have 3 black holes. And there's plenty you can do with this, right? You've got regular black hole. This will dig through anything. No exceptions. So there's no point even... you know, I'll show you a whole bit. In fact, I need to empty it anyway. In fact, I'll get to the water. Yeah! Victory is mine. We'll get to the water. But it's run out now. I can't fire it. I'm recharging. But Greek spells... we'll make it unlimited. There is another way. I'm making this unlimited, by the way. Wand Refresh is amazing. Oh, no. If you're using Wand Refresh... oh, that's good. Right. That's working. And you can do... right. If the black hole had charge... look here, I had this worm. If the black hole had charge, it has to have charge. And you notice now, I am sandwiching. This is a sandwich. A digging sandwich. And also, it allows me to show off the other projectile worm. This digs. This actually isn't a worm. It's just a projectile that digs, that has a worm skin on it. Which is, but, right. What you're looking to do with this sandwich is you are looking to have a wand refresh, which you can unlock from Master of Wizards and Alchemist. I believe Alchemist. But definitely Master of Wizards. So you unlock it there. That's how you get it. What you're looking to do is to get a multicast. The thing you want made unlimited that is limited in the first place, say Black Hole or Worm Launcher, you're looking to sandwich it. But you say... do I have another double? Right, say it was like this. I would now need a triple spell. Because it's a double, I need to get to the wand refresh. So, 1, 2. Bingo. If I had this, I would need a triple, so it's 1, 2, 3. So you just count from where you are. And you need to reach the wand refresh. I think you might be able to go over or under. But one of them you can't do. And the other you can do, I think. But either way, just, it's simpler to get this done, like this. But the alternative is Greek spells. And of course, the good thing about standalone digging ones is that you can modify them. They're 9s. It goes further now. It's beautiful. We modified it to go further with the speed up spell. Now, there is something I could do here. I actually have no mana on the wand in terms of, spells. Add mana spell. What you can do. I wonder if I could do it even for a short while. Add a cast. Right. Each spell has its own cast delay increase. Tau, as a Greek spell, unlocks from the Alchemist. Allows you, even when the black hole is empty, to use it. So, there you go. It's not actually... There you go. So again, the modifications allow you to do different things. Like I can just... like dig at a distance now, even with a black hole. And then have it with Nola, which you unlock... I think it's an unlockable from the pyramid boss. Nola makes the projectile exist for 1 frame. 1 frame, and that has some interesting kind of side things as well that make it interesting. But again, you can fire faster than this. I wonder if I can actually... Yes, I can. But there are plenty of uses for that. Especially reducing the lifetime of something to 1 frame can help you not get hurt by something. Also, it allows you to not have your shot reflected back to you, because it won't actually have time to fly around. But black holes, they're beautiful. Learn how to make them unlimited, and you have permanent digging. However, you're not always going to be able to find black holes. The game is a specialist at fucking you over. And essentially saying, no, you are not allowed this. You will never be able to find it. And that's disturbing, and that's annoying. Now we come to the really dangerous uses of things. Touch of gold. We can dig anything. If I'm digging into the tree, it means we can pretty much dig anything. But now we can... Well, and now it's run out, so I can't do anything with it. However, can I tower without dying? Yes. So there's ways of... Again, even with Tau, I'm long distancing it, because if I don't... Yes, I get killed. I'm not sure why it didn't kill me the first few times. But yes, it will kill you. It will turn you into gold if you don't have an extra life. However, I really need to maintain... I don't need to maintain all the mana. Long distance cast doesn't cost you anything, so the wand will always fire it. Always. No exceptions. The problem is, when you run out of mana, the wand will act a little bit... You know, it'll basically do what it wants to get to something it can shoot, which can be pretty disturbing. Now, luckily for me, this only costs 300 mana per shot. Actually, it doesn't. Because I'm using a Greek spell, this used to cost 300 mana per shot. Now it only costs me 80 per shot. And now I can dig forever. With a touch of gold. And it should never hit me. Right, I'm going to try something. If I had teleport, I could probably teleport into the shot. I believe... I think touch of gold might last for more than 1 frame. But, gravity, everybody. If I can't hit myself with gravity... You're not hitting yourself. As long as you're long distance cast. So, again, great digging. You get paid for it as well. You can use any touch of to do this. You will need to use a long distance cast. There isn't really an alternative. If you use a trigger, that could go wrong. I've seen it go wrong with myself. But also, you can kill the enemy with this as well. You know, if you hit them with a touch of. Like, I could even extend it out. Used to. Sorry. Oh, it is doing distance. It's just not easily doing distance if it hits terrain. I suppose it is, actually. What happens is terrain slows down the long distance cast, so you don't get as much distance. In open air, you'll get more distance, you see? A really interesting thing about the always kind of stuff. I think so, anyway. It looks like it. I wish I could kind of measure. Yeah, that is so slowed down. In the terrain. Because of the density of the terrain. But yeah, touch of, everybody. The most deadly spell with the richest rewards. But yeah, technically with the worm projectile spell as well, like we said before, you can dig with that. However, the worm will come back and bite you. It is not melee damage. It is projectile damage. Hence why I said it was a projectile before. Ow. Yeah, they're really temperamental. But if you're in a pinch, use it. You know, no one cares. No one's going to judge you for it. Like I said with... Nah, get rid of one. Like I said with projectiles before. Unfortunately, small teleport bolt does not have digging potential when it concerns, you know, harder material. However, as you see, this is actually pretty good. With I should have been doing this before. Long distance cast will basically allow me to show you, because, you know, it's got a light background on a darker material, show you that teleport can dig. Can it dig the harder rock? I don't think it can. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't. So teleport can dig. It's just, again, material problems. However, you don't really want to dig with teleport. Like, if you get a little bit... let me just take the long distance off. Let me try and show you. Let me just clear all this. If you're looking at a tiny bit of terrain, what you'll be able to do, if your wand is long enough, you'll just be able to shoot through terrain like that. This is very exploitable and will save your life at some point. So do that instead, you know, let's get through the terrain. It has its limits. However, if you know the terrain... Say this terrain was destructible. And it's quite thin, but you can't actually teleport through it at the moment. But enemies are closing in. What you might want to do is commit to trying to use the teleport to tap at it and tap at it to create enough of a hole that you can get through. So no, this is destructible. Nice. So again, I made a hole there and made the gaps smaller. So my wand... You just need to push into the surface, really. But teleport is more for just, you know, flying. And it's better with long distance cast, just so you can go through thicker chunks like that. And that is kind of digging. It's kind of an alternative to digging. You know? And you can't do it everywhere. Obviously, if you go in parallel worlds. No. Right, let's get to something interesting. Even though this has all been interesting, of course. This is Noita. How could it not be? We have unlimited spells. This is not normally unlimited. So if you would like to, get unlimited spells. Or get a Greek spell. Or... You can't really... Right, if you're looking to wand refresh sandwich, because wand refresh reloads the wand and sends it back to... Everything here is non-shuffle, by the way. Because a wand refresh sends, you know, everything back to the start. So if the wand was like this, just for the sake of argument, it would not fire the Luma drill at all. Because it goes chainsaw, it shoots energy field, ground to sand, hits the wand refresh. I don't think this is wrapped, but it might be. So the chainsaw might then ground to sand. In fact, I could try. But no, it's just not doing the ground to sand. But yeah, wand refresh, sandwiching is for the thing at the end of the wand. Otherwise, you're just going to not be able to fire the thing, you know. Oh, you might be able to do this. Say I had a triple. I might be able to encompass two things. Oh, I need those worms back, because I might be able to try to show you. I do have a double or two. Oh, ground to sand. Only got one double there. I'm sure I had two. Did we? Ah. There it is. Let me just go over it. See if I've got another double. Did I leave any on a once? I don't know. We'll find out very soon. And it is worth... Oh, I missed out 2 once. Shit. But this is important. Yeah, just to clarify on the sandwiching. No, there's nothing there. I thought I picked everything up, though. I did. This is what Cheat GUI is for, isn't it? Spells, double... Oh, localize it. Double spell. Thank you very much. So I only need 1. Like I suggested before. Oh, no. I hate controller inventory. So, alright. This is technically 3. You got 1, 2. And the next one, after an initial multicast, you lose 1. So if there was another one after this, we'd lose 1 again. So this is 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. And it does. Okay, it does work. So you can... I'm saying that. We only know that the worm launcher... Oh, it still does it. So it doesn't have to be at the end. You can open up the sandwich. So it doesn't have to be the last thing. But ground to sand is a beautiful thing. You might want something like an energy orb afterward to destroy the sand. Otherwise, you might just want to, you know, worm everything at your disposal. But ground to sand can be used on anything. Again, you want something that's going to create as much distance as possible safely. Just for the effectiveness. I mean, if you've got an unlimited wand concept, I suppose it doesn't matter how far you get as long as you can keep on firing. But it's convenient and easy because what you need to do in this game, you need to eliminate certain tedium by being clever. And, you know, that will go, and that will stand you in good stead. Right then. But ground to sand, it will do literally everything. Cursed rock, extremely dense rock, tree. It's a beautiful thing. Right then. An easy one, the plasmas. The green plasma is better than the blue plasma. So, when I'm talking about the blue plasma, where is it? You son of a bitch. I hate looking for spells here. There we are. So the blue plasmas, the plasma beam cross can dig. However, not as much. It won't be able to dig extremely dense rock. Dense rock. Tree. The green one will. And again, all of these things you can long distance cast for safety. Having repulsion with this is the best because of that shit. You know, you wander into it. Again, long distance it, mate. And you shall be safe. Safe in Noita. Wow. That's a lie, innit? I'm sorry. Let's speed it up, you know? Let's see what we can do it. Yeah, proper digging, proper quick. This tree is kind of like Dense Rock or EDR for how quick they are. So you can delete powders as well. I wouldn't delete all this gold, but... Staying at a safe distance. Again, untriggerable, really. When you trigger something... I'll show you. Because I can. Yeah. When you trigger something, you see the beam, how it moves away? Now, at a pinch, you can just shoot enough, or at different angles to try and get it to dig where you want. Like, if I want to dig there, shoot there, you know? But if I'm trying to dig upward here, it just doesn't work. Even if you run into it. Normally, what you do with a spell that doesn't hurt you, you just shove yourself in the wall if you are triggering it and fire until it behaves. You know. But yeah, the plasma is one of those that you will find more probably than black holes. And if you're looking to dig, because if you get down to the bottom and want to do a long run, your options are to dig back up or climb the tower. And the tower is really deadly, man, so you don't want to do that. I'm here to save you from it. Just dig back up the work. Just dig back up the biomes. It'll save you. Now, you're wondering, Matter Eater's going to run out, though. Is it? Matter Eater can't destroy tree? Something's wrong here. I'm sure this worked. Ah. Oh, it's a modifier. I've got 4,200 hours in this game. Have you noticed the Matter Eater isn't running out? You can use Greek spells. You can sandwich it as well with the one refresh. But long distance cast, thank you for pressing it for this one as well. Great dude. Go check out his Twitch channel, YouTube channel as well. That Matter Eater with a long distance cast, it just doesn't run out. Won't be able to destroy cursed rocks to get to parallel worlds, but you can dig everywhere else. Apart from maybe the cursed rock at the tower. But yeah, long distance casts are valuable. Matter Eater not running out is insane. It's too insane. But I hope that carries you in good stead, you know. Now then. A little bit more. What's this final one? That's... Oh, no, I'll do this one first. And then we'll do the final one. Right then. So I had an idea. I have never done this. However, I was thinking, if I earthquake something... And it's a good concept to show anyway. When you earthquake something, the tree I can't shoot with the energy orb. I can't destroy the tree with the energy orb, right? However... When I earthquake it, not only do you dig, basically... the terrain becomes destructible. And that goes for everything. That goes for cursed rock. Literally everything in the game. You can... Unless it doesn't earthquake, which I don't know any terrain that doesn't. So you see in that stuff that falls, not only does it crumble and fall down. I have literally used nukes to earthquake. And then to get to a parallel world, use nukes to earthquake. Because the nuke will also destroy all the terrain. I haven't brought nukes today, unfortunately, but in your own spare time, just fire a load of nukes at something that you want to dig out of the way, and you'll see. But yeah, this isn't safe. Also, you have the problem that I'm using a trigger. So, the energy orb bounces off and isn't likely to destroy that. So, however, with a long distance cast, it becomes a bit safer, doesn't it? And you know, you can always retreat. You've got to watch out above your head. Although something that is already... Right, I'll try and find a fresh bit of tree. Just so you can see. Fuck you. I should have got some levitation. I was thinking this through. Yeah, you're not going to save yourself if you dig upward. You're not... Ow. Earthquake material can't be real... It can be earthquaked again. It just gets smaller and smaller. Generally, the earthquake shot only, like, deletes something. Saying that, no, that's the earthquake crystal in the art that seems to only earthquake upward. Like, it does a little vibration. It does seem to be cracking the earthquakey terrain again. Let me through. How does that? Right, what am I meant to find here? Oh, it's all earthquake now. It's all gone. It's all been destroyed. This is good. That was the entire point. And we live. Mainly because we have 45 lives. Well, 43 now. Right, let's get to a fresh bit of tree. Let's just try and dig a fresh bit of tree. For me. Let me up. Oh, you son of a bitch. I can't believe you've done this. Right. Teleport. At a distance again. You might have to wait and let it fall down and get in there safely. Retreat. And get in there. The more you dig, the better it's going to be. Because once this has stopped moving, it won't hurt you anymore. It will actually... I can't even kick it out. Fuck you again. Once it is stable, it takes a few seconds to get stable. It won't hurt you. And it won't be able to be moved. Like, if that's just moved... Yeah, I can kick that because it's just fallen down. But again, I can kind of get places. You know, it's dangerous. You're gonna... Like, physical damage from falling rock will destroy your face. I'm at war. I did not expect this. I've got an idea. I need to get to it quick. I've got the best idea ever. It's cool for me. That's the wrong wand. Where's my wand? You thieving bastards. Where is it? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm trying to find my wand. Oh, I've got it in my fucking inventory. Right then. We have a triple long distance, a double long distance cast. I'm going to take that off for the moment. We have Nola, which reduces the Omega black hole. You can use a Giga black hole, but this one's better. Now, even light dies eventually. So, this has Nola. Let me just blast them. It didn't even kill them. That's because it exists for only one frame. We are running out. That's beautiful, though. Nola, again, reducing the black hole to only one frame of existence. We are multiplying it. I wonder if we're making two there. Don't know. Let's go dig, trade. Now they're all dead. I can get fresh tree up here. That's the wrong wand. Have you noticed how it's not hurting me either? Now, this can be made better. Where's me? I don't have a chainsaw. Let me just put a one refresh at the end. If I remove one of those... You have to unlock this by doing the sun quests. But you can use... That did hurt me. So you can use the Omega Black Hole as well. Do I have one? No. Let me just see about an Omega Black Hole. The problem with that... Now this Omega and... What's the other black hole? Ah. Giga black hole. Okay. Gotcha now. GG Giga Nuke. Giga Black Hole. Let's see if... This won't be able to be nulled. I pretty much know so already. But... if you have enough HP, and you have Circle of Vigor or Healing, using this and spamming it... Again, is there a way to quicken more ones? I doubt that's going to work, but... I did not hurt myself, what are you on about? But yeah, that's doing 2 because of the Tau. I'm kind of waiting for the Omega to run out. And it didn't, though. Why is it not running out? Just switch it around. There we go. Ooh, tasty. But I was hoping that would speed it up a little bit. This has a huge amount of cast delay. 2 seconds, 1.67 recharge. Let me draw. I'll speed up a little bit. I thought because it was on a the end of a long distance cast, we definitely, I think, remove the thingy. You know, thing do a thing. Ooh. Again, it's such a nice little splash that will remove terrain. And the possibility of limiting it does open up possibilities. I'm just going to leave you with that one. I think we've used that one. Whoa! That was interesting. Yes, that was that one. And... but, considering, you know, you've put up with me for 36 minutes. Something I should do. Just to, you know... say thank you. It's been a pleasure. You all have an interesting and wonderful day, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed this here selection of fine digging implementations. Oh, I get what's happened, right? You can only make a certain amount of Omega black holes. They can... only a certain amount of Omega black holes can exist in the world at any one time. In the save file. Oh no. So if you travel massive amounts of distances, that would reset it. But once again, thank you for putting up with me. Yeah, enjoying this digging experience. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Sufferer of Let's Suffer Together. You know, we stream live at twitch.tv/Let's Suffer Together. And we play some Noita, some roguelike games. I'd appreciate it if you take the time to click the like button, subscribe and ring that bell, that kind of thing. You know, anything that helps out. Comment. If you have any great digging in the comments, let me know, man. I want to know. I need to know. But I do like a black hole that takes its time to chill with me here today. Hey, I hope this serves you well, my friends. Whether you're new to the game, whether you're an experienced player, I hope you've learned something as well. Even if it's one or two things can make a massive difference. I know this is a fact. But take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon, my friends. Whether it's in the next stream or the next video. Oh! Omega black hole, my friend.